Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. For today's video, we're going to be taking an in-depth look into the refreshed 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. In this review, we'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, take it on a thorough drive, and show you many of the unique aspects throughout the interior as well as exterior. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on in, start her up, and let her run. Along with a remote access smart key system, the Grand Cherokee SRT also features push-button ignition. To start, just make sure you have the key fob within the interior, then put your foot on the brake and hit the red engine start button to go. Following a complete redesign for the 2012 model year, the Grand Cherokee SRT is currently in its second generation. While it's received a handful of updates over the years, the most significant changes came back in 2014 with a thorough styling refresh inside and out, a new 8-speed automatic transmission, and a suite of all new comfort and convenience features. For 2017, changes are minor and mainly pertain to a restyled front fascia. If you're familiar with SRTs from the past few years, you'll notice a slimmer 7-slot upper grille with 3 horizontal intakes positioned right beneath it. In the lower fascia, the outer air intakes still work to help cool the front brakes, but they now integrate a pair of LED fog lamps. A new air splitter and gloss black center grille treatment round out the changes. As far as the rest of the package, SRTs differ quite a bit from your regular Grand Cherokee. For starters, ride height is lower by an inch. Of course, you have the unique one-piece front fascia, but the hood, side skirts, fender flares, and one-piece rear fascia are unique as well. All of the trim is either painted to match the body or finished in gloss black. The bi-xenon LED accented headlamps and LED tail lamps receive black housings for added contrast. The dual heat extractors on either side of the sculpted hood allow for efficient engine bay cooling. Out back, the SRT's liftgate spoiler works to reduce drag and improve downforce. The rear fascia includes a separate air diffuser along with an available trailer receiver and integrated access cover with the SRT logo. It's all finished off with a set of gloss black 4-inch dual exhaust tips. If you've been following my channel for a while, you've likely seen a number of the high-performance SUVs I've been able to feature here. When comparing things like the Range Rover Sport SVR and BMW X5M, both of which I had the pleasure of testing out, the Grand Cherokee SRT really offers a tremendous value for what you get when you start looking at pricing. 2017 SRTs start out at $66,795 before a $995 destination charge. With a plethora of options tacked on, including a Blu-ray rear seat entertainment system, Harman Kardon surround sound, a panoramic roof, and more, our tester retails for $77,460. I'd like to think of the Grand Cherokee SRT as the SUV equivalent of the classic American muscle car. It offers heart-pounding performance, a well-balanced chassis, and plenty of luxurious amenities. The Grand Cherokee SRT comes standard with 20 by 10-inch forged aluminum wheels. They're available in 3 styles, including these optional lightweight split 5-spoke wheels. Pirelli Scorpion Verde 295/45 all-season tires can be found at each corner, but for greater grip, 3-season P0 tires are also available. Considering its size and weight, you wouldn't expect the SRT to handle as well as it does. In fact, thanks to its lower ride height, stiffer spring rates, robust anti-roll bars, and cambered front and rear wheels, it's able to hold to 0.9 g of lateral acceleration. A lot of that can be attributed to the permanent 4-wheel drive system that's continuously dispersing torque between the front and rear with respect to the current drive mode and what the vehicle deems necessary based on a variety of factors. When set to track mode, 70% of the engine's torque is sent to the rear to yield more rear-wheel drive driving behaviors. Keeping power in check at the rear is an electronically controlled limited slip differential. The steering consists of an SRT-tuned rack and pinion design with electric power assistance. It takes 3.3 turns to lock and has an overall ratio of 17.5 to 1. The turning circle is 37.1 feet. The 5,150-pound SRT is able to stop from 60 miles an hour in 116 feet thanks to a set of high-performance Brembo brakes. Up front, you'll find 15-inch internally ventilated and slotted 2-piece rotors with 6-piston calipers and 13.8-inch rear rotors with 4-piston calipers. The fully independent suspension consists of unequal length double wishbones up front and a multi-link design at the rear with 4-corner Bilstein adaptive dampers, leading to a firm ride that still maintains excellent comfort. The dampers can be stiffened in the more aggressive drive modes to reduce body roll even further. What's nice is that even though you have all of this performance, the SRT can still tow up to 7,200 pounds. The Grand Cherokee SRT is powered by a 6.4-liter or 392 cubic inch V8, featuring a tried-and-true pushrod-operated overhead valve design with 2 valves per cylinder, an iron block that's painted bright Hemi orange, and aluminum heads. Fuel is delivered via multi-port injection, and the compression ratio is rated at 10.9 to 1. Maximum engine speed is limited to 6,400 RPM. Out on the road, the level of performance that the SRT is capable of is nothing short of impressive. The sound alone is enough to get your blood pumping, but the instant throttle response and wealth of torque that the Hemi produces is classic American muscle at its finest. It develops 475 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 470 pound-feet of torque at 4,300 RPM, allowing the SRT to accelerate to 60 miles an hour in just 4.8 seconds and fly past a quarter mile in the mid-13-second range. Top speed is 160 miles per hour. Power is sent to the wheels through a slick, ZF-sourced 8-speed automatic transmission. It makes excellent use of the 392 by offering lightning-quick, almost dual-clutch-like gear changes. It also features adaptive shift technology that keeps you in the meat of the power band when driving spiritedly, but maintains excellent smoothness and refinement. I'm a huge fan of the new shifter, which was introduced just last year, as even though the transmission is controlled electronically, this, like the Challenger and Charger, gives you a greater feeling of actually putting it into gear than a rotary dial or the joystick-like shifter that was used previously. Of course, not only can you use the shifter to select gears manually, but there's a set of polished metal paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel. As far as fuel economy, the SRT carries a 24.6-gallon tank and recommends the use of premium fuel. A fuel-saving cylinder deactivation feature comes standard. EPA economy estimates range between 13 miles per gallon in the city and 19 miles per gallon on the highway. Expect an average of around 15 miles per gallon. The SRT comes with a host of drive modes to fine-tune performance and road manners based on different driving conditions. In the center console, there's a rotary dial that can select between 5 modes, including Auto, Sport, Track, Snow, and Tow. A launch control system is included, as is a custom mode which allows for more individual personalization. The drive modes separately control the all-wheel drive system, transmission, paddle shifters, stability control, suspension, and steering. There's even a code-based valet mode which maintains the default settings and limits overall performance. You can also activate launch control within race options and program the launch RPM. There's also a shift light that you can program for different RPMs and that'll show up within the instrument cluster. One of my favorite things on all SRT products are the SRT performance pages, especially useful on a closed course. You have a variety of timers such as 0 to 60, quarter mile, and even braking distance, a bunch of auxiliary gauges, and even a G-force meter. One of the more interactive screens is the real-time engine data with horsepower and torque readouts, not to mention oil pressure. Inside, a unique combination of luxurious appointments and sporty touches makes the SRT a fantastic value when you consider other similar performance-focused SUVs in the segment. The overall build quality, materials, and finishers are not only eye-catching, but exemplify strong attention to detail. Everything feels solid and well put together. I especially like the glossy carbon fiber that adorns the doors and dash. Both the driver and passenger side seat feature full power adjustment, including 4-way lumbar. The headrests are adjustable, as are the seatbelts, and the steering wheel's power tilting telescoping. Once you're inside, you'll notice the seats are just a tad firmer than your non-SRT Grand Cherokee, but they offer great support and good comfort overall, with good lower back support and lateral support. I thought the ergonomics were quite good, especially for a larger SUV. There's a lot of features and technology packed into upper trim level Grand Cherokees, but it's all pretty simply laid out, well within reach, and easy to understand. One of the more expensive options is the signature leather-wrapped interior package, which retails for just under $5,000. With it, high-end Laguna leather is added to the driver's side front airbag, across the middle of the doors, lower dash panels, and of course the seats. While the standard Napa leather and faux suede seating surfaces are quite nice themselves, the extremely supple Laguna leather really raises the bar on comfort. Even if you decide not to splurge, the upper dash and door panels come wrapped in leather on each SRT. As far as storage, there's pockets across the doors, a modest amount of center console space, and a generous glove box. The latter is lockable, damped, and lined in soft material. Like the Grand Cherokee Summit, the SRT comes with every available safety feature the Jeep currently offers. Things like adaptive cruise control with full stop capabilities, blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, hill start assist, and full speed forward collision warning with crash mitigation. There's dual front airbags and front seat side airbags, along with side curtain airbags for the front and rear, and a driver's side knee airbag. The dual-pane panoramic sunroof is a $2,095 option and comes paired to a suede-like headliner.
Now let's go and see how she sounds, both sitting still and on the road. Alright, so let's go ahead and shut her down. Next, we'll hop in the back seat and check out overall space and amenities. The Grand Cherokee has a very roomy interior that can accommodate up to 5 people. There's no third row seat option. I'm 5'10", with an ideal seating position for myself in front. As you can see, there's still plenty of room to spare, both leg space and head space, even more so with the open glass roof here, so even if you're around 6 feet or over, you're still going to be more than comfortable back here. Speaking of comfort, the Grand Cherokee offers plenty of it. The back seat is well-rounded. There's a lot of padding up top and down below with good lower back support. There's 3 adjustable headrests and a fold-down armrest in the middle that's also wrapped in leather with 2 cup holders. As far as the amenities and features equipped here, this one has the optional rear seat entertainment system, so there's 2 big screens for either of the outer portions, and it's a Blu-ray system. The disc drive, like I showed you earlier, is in the front console up there. But there's 2 wireless headphones, there's a remote so you can control either screen. There's also some audio-visual inputs here, including an HDMI port. The system itself is about a $2,000 option, but it is definitely nice to have, especially on a long trip and if you have children. There's grip handles up in the B-pillars, reading lamps up top, and coat hooks. As far as storage, there's little pockets in the door panels and little water bottle holders, as well as seatback storage pockets. Down in the bottom of the console, there's 2 adjustable air vents, 2 USB ports so you can charge devices back here, and both of the outer portions have 2-stage heating. There's also a 150 watt AC grounded household outlet. Another thing that I really like is that you can actually recline this seat. There's a handle on the outer portion of the lower cushion here that you can also use to fold down the seat, but we'll talk about that more when we get to the trunk. Basically, just grab the handle and lift it up. You can tip the seat forward or recline it way back if you wanted to kick back and relax on a long trip. Alright, let's go and head towards the back and we'll check out trunk space.
Out back, the SRT comes standard with a powered liftgate for added convenience. Looking inside, you'll immediately notice some pretty nice appointments and a generous amount of cargo space. There's a removable privacy cover that can be extended or stowed away with ease. Behind the rear seat, there's 35.1 cubic feet of cargo space. By folding them down, total space nearly doubles to 68.7 cubic feet. Upper trim levels of the Grand Cherokee have these really pretty metal accents across the trunk floor and some brushed metal across the outer edge. There's a little storage pocket to the left, a power outlet to the right, and a bunch of cargo tie-downs. Underneath the trunk floor, you'll find a spare tire with all of your changing equipment and some additional storage.
Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the in-depth look at the 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Be sure to stay tuned next time. There's always a lot more where that came from. Take care, everyone.